I'm Deana.
And I'm Suzanne, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Rise and Shine It's Hypno Time Podcast.
With Deana and Suzanne.
That's us.
The purpose of this podcast is to help you along your healing journey, to become the very best version of you that you can be, and to create the life of your dreams. We want to give you the tools you need to succeed through personal stories, guided meditations, hypnosis, NLP, and self-hypnosis techniques, as well as interviews with experts in a variety of healing modalities, from energy workers and spiritual healers to chiropractors, acupuncturists, holistic medicine, and much, much more.
Yes, and we also want this podcast to be a place where people can come together, share stories, and be reminded that you're not alone. In fact, the healing journey is a lifelong journey, and we are just so thankful that you're choosing us to be a part of your journey and that we have you to be a part of ours as well. And with that being said, let's start the show.
I'm ready when you are.
Hi everyone, Suzanne and Deana here, coming to you live from Las Vegas. We are here attending HypnoThoughts Live, one of the largest hypnosis, mindset, and mental health conferences in the world. And boy, do we have a special treat for you today. We have interviewed dozens of some of the top wellness professionals in the world here, and we are so proud and honored to present this mashup of brilliant minds. We've asked each individual to provide our listeners with one nugget of wisdom with the intention of inspiring, informing, and helping others to thrive. So, if you're ready, let's begin.
Hello everybody, I'm Shelley Stockwell Nicholas. I'm president of the International Hypnosis Federation, and I am hip and I gnosis a lot, and you are hip and you gnosis a lot. See, hypnosis is this cool tool that helps people fall in love with themselves. And the ladies who are doing this wonderful podcast, they are excellent hypnotists. I recommend them. Now, my specialty is mind, body, spirit, and so I wrote this book recently. It's one of my 25 books. It's called Spiritual Counselor's Secrets. Actually, we're all kind of spiritual counselors to ourselves, because the whole idea of being a happy person is getting high with your higher self. The part of you that's wise beyond wise, that knows everything you need to know about yourself and how to be happy. You see, people come to a hypnotist to be happy. Oh, they may have a problem, a presenting problem, but that's not why they come. They come so they leave feeling great about who they are, their life's purpose, their life's agenda. So please stay hip, and please remember, you gnosis everything.
Trust yourself. There are so many people who come to the conferences and they go, oh, I need to learn from these people. And I say, are you speaking? And they go, no, I would have nothing to talk about. And it's like, trust yourself. Of course you have experiences which no one else has had. Come and share them. Come and teach an hour on how you do trance work, you do change work, how you interact with your clients.
NLP and hypnosis training is amazing. This is the stuff you really want to, if you can get a handle on what your brain is doing, you can change anything in your life. And this is because your brain is the center of your experience. So many times we're running to create change outside ourselves. Oh, I'll go, hire somebody to help with this piece of the puzzle. Like, I'll hire a personal trainer, right? Or I'll hire somebody to teach me a skill or a cooking class. But if your brain doesn't change your habits, you're going to end up in the same struggle. Well, this is true for anything, whether it's stress, anxiety, weight loss, moving your business forward. Your brain is actually the key to help you move forward, and especially with those places you've been struggling. So any knowledge, information you can get about your brain habits, and your mind, and how to redirect and refocus that is gold. And you can turn that into your dreams and accomplish what you want to in life.
Play golf with your mind as much as your body. Learn your swing, and then use the techniques that I teach to improve your mental game, and you'll shoot some really great rounds.
Everything is a skill. right? And that sometimes we think we need to find things outside of ourselves or acquire something, and I'm like, everything is a skill. So, and the beautiful thing when you really get into that is skills can always be improved. So if you're getting into hypnotism, or if you've been in hypnotism for a while and you're a little frustrated maybe, and you step back and just be like, what's the skill or the skills that I just need to improve? And then can I learn to do that on my own, whether it's books, YouTube videos, or do I need to find a mentor? I'm a big fan of mentorship. Obviously I have a mentor program, but there's lots of great mentors out there. So find the way to first identify the skill that needs to improve, and then who can most help me accelerate that process. And I think that's when really great things happen.
A nugget of wisdom that I would share is a song line from the musical group America, which was about the Wizard of Oz. Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. And what I take away from that is that you already have everything that's amazing within you. You already have the power, the beauty, everything that you need. You already have that. But things like hypnosis, like my Unlimited Wealth hypnosis audio, for example, they're not adding anything to you. They're just helping you discover how truly powerful you already are.
When you're working with an addict, compassion sometimes comes in the form of very, very heavy, intense reality checks. They're not going to change by saying, you really need to change, it's not a good thing. It won't work, okay? Unlike a lot of therapies, this therapy has to be hard, has to hurt them, because the pain is what's going to change them. And then a compelling future of what won't happen and what their life will be like. That would be what I would do.
If you're trying to make a change in your life and you're having struggle with it, that's why, if it's easy, you wouldn't even be thinking about a change. But if you're stuck with anything, weight or exercise, whatever you're stuck at, when you think about whatever it is you're stuck at, if you just start adding the little phrase in your head, that's not who I am anymore. That's just not who I am anymore. And because it flips your brain around in a different direction. Right? And if you begin, it changes a little slight bit of your identity when you're thinking about that's not who I am anymore. You're acknowledging that's who I used to be. You know, I used to drink, I used to smoke, I used to overeat, but that's not who I am anymore. And then you just move on, and your brain, it's a subtle setup to make the change easier. So just try that. It's fun.
So we're at HypnoThoughts Live, right? And we're at a conference, and I did a 4-hour presentation, but everybody gets a bag, right, when you come here. And so I put in the bag this bracelet, and I call it the empowering bracelet, and this hang tag. And the point of this bracelet is you put the bracelet on your wrist, and then the next time you catch yourself saying something negative or critical, you say stop. You see a big red stop sign, and you immediately change your statements to something positive and truthful. Then you take your bracelet off of your wrist and you put it on the other wrist. And you keep doing that to stop the negative thinking, because when you stop the negative thinking, so first it creates awareness, then you change it, and so then you reinforce a new neural pathway of you confident. And so get yourself a bracelet, or come work with a hypnotist, get coached, do the deeper healing work so you can be the best version of yourself.
Stop being a people pleaser. It's okay to say no, but when you say no, people are not going to like it because they want to manipulate you. And if you're strong within yourself, knowing your personal boundaries, and you're not a people pleaser, you will increase your self-love and self-confidence and self-worth. The other people are going to be a little upset with you. That's okay. They're not your sponge.
No expectations, people. Stop it. Stop it. Really, it makes no sense. And I've been going back and forth with my friend. It's like a circle of expectations. Once you stop the circle, you break that pattern, and you cause yourself so much less headache. When you have the expectation is when you get in trouble. So don't get in trouble.
In order to be able to heal, you have to love yourself. Without self-love, nothing else can happen.
I would say study the art of mentalism. It's something anybody can do. Let me give you a quick quick place to start, penguinmagic.com. Look up mentalism. What is mentalism? It makes you appear like a mind reader. You're not, but you appear like it. You're not lying to anybody, you're entertaining them. You're having great fun, and why this is a great thing to learn is because it's the ultimate icebreaker. You want to develop rapport with somebody really fast, you show this, and if you're a hypnotherapist and you've got clients, you want to get them to like you, have fun with them real fast, connect, therefore your hypnosis will work better and faster. It's a great way to get started.
Train with people who disagree with each other. Too often in this industry, a person gets plugged into like a track where they'll train with this person and then they'll train with that person's friends and recommendations. And I think it's really important to have diverse viewpoints come in, and it forces you to challenge the presuppositions in your training. And so those limiting beliefs and models can be dissected and looked at more objectively. So training with people who disagree with each other is, I think, really important.
I've been doing therapy for a long time, and themes come and go, but I think there's kind of an awakeness, and there's an old saying, hypnosis saying, that if you, in order to put someone into a trance, you have to take them out of the trance they're in first. And I think a lot of people kind of go through life just going with the flow, and because of that, there can be a lot of turmoil and really a lack of power. That we have so much power in our life if we're able to seize it and recognize that we have it. So I think the first thing is recognizing that you have it, and then being able to be intentional about what you're doing. And we can, with intentionality, we can change our thoughts, we can change our emotions, we can change our behavior, we can change our outlook. So yeah, it's all about intentionality.
First thing is, remember that you are not your thoughts. If you're going on a healing journey, if you're making big changes in your life, any negative thoughts that come in, they're not you. You are so much more than the things you think in your head. You are an embodied, wonderful human being who doesn't need to be fixed. You're just exploring and discovering more of who you are. Now, with that said, there are some things that you can do that will really support yourself in your own personal evolution. One thing is, the quickest way to change an emotional state, if you're not feeling the way you'd like to, is to change your physiology, to change your posture, to go outside, go for a walk, that sort of thing. Number two, one of the quickest ways to help the brain rewire in a positive way is to seek out novel experiences. Notice change even in your day-to-day life. Seek out even the smallest difference. It might be taking a different route to the office. It might be trying a new food. When you start tracking for change and difference and creating novel experiences, the old thought patterns and the old neural circuitry that may have been holding you back in the past, it can't light up in the same way, which means you're able to more fully tap into the incredible reservoir that is you, including all of the other neural networks in your brain that are incredibly resourceful.
If things go the way that the mind wants, we're going to be stuck in basically a loop, because the mind can only project into the future based on a past experience. So when things don't go the way that the mind wants, that means a new experience. So the potential of growth is there. So the more uncomfortable I feel, the more the potential of growth there is on that experience. So often, instead of looking for how things are not going the way that I think they should go, I should be looking at how much can I grow from this experience, right? Based on that, the potential of joy is pretty much infinite, because especially if things are not going the way that I want, I can find joy in that.
Never let anyone take your power. You can't lose it. You have to trade it away. And that wisdom was given to me a long time ago, and it's been the most useful piece of wisdom for myself, and I use it with my clients. It's impossible to lose confidence and trust in yourself. You have to literally unconsciously choose to trade it away, and that's what hypnosis helps us to do, is to take it back and learn that in every experience there's that moment of choice, and we can choose to keep our power for ourselves.
Never stop believing in yourself. Never quit trying. There is a solution for every problem. Find the person that you connect with, the therapist, hypnotist, whether it's alternative medicine, whatever makes you feel comfortable, and let them help you. keep your mind open and never stop learning.
Be the best you can be, and be aware that all of us have experienced hypnosis thousands of times in our lifetime. Many of my clients are surprised to hear that, but whenever you are engrossed in a TV program or a movie and the actors and actresses become real characters to you to the point where you get emotionally involved in the story plot, you are literally in a state of hypnosis whether you realize it or not. We also pass through the hypnotic state on the way to and from sleep every night. So it's important to be careful what your last thoughts are. Imagination is a language of the subconscious. So if you're replaying failures of the day, that's getting buried in your subconscious before you go to sleep. So it's better to replay successes, and if that's difficult because you've had one of those days, as we all have, myself included, then put on a feel-good movie that you've seen before. I've gone to sleep to feel-good movies many times since my certification as a hypnotherapist.
Question your beliefs. Now think about the beliefs you have, and are they yours? Or are you the definition of, show me the 7-year-old and I'll show you the adult? It's parents' beliefs and other people's beliefs, or beliefs we created when we were too young and we weren't experienced, our perceptions were flawed, and we held on to that. And beliefs are not facts, but whatsoever ye believes, perceives, you achieve. So belief is at the beginning of anything and everything that will be a physical outcome. Any kind of reality that you experience, beliefs were part of it. Why aren't people all healthy? Why aren't people all successful in whatever way that means to them? They don't believe it. I don't believe I can. I know other people do, but I don't believe it. So the first part is first realizing whatever breathes you, whatever beats your heart, it's not a conscious thing, it's not you doing it. That intelligence is what we're going to connect to, but beliefs will block us. And by using old beliefs and staying stuck, that's letting your past hold your present hostage. So I would meditate, and I would tell my parents, I just put another belief back on your doorstep in a nice box. My father would say, what's wrong with you? But what I would do is think about something and go, wait a minute, I don't believe that. I don't believe you have to work hard to make a dollar. Growing up blue collar and low income, that's what you did. But then I changed those beliefs, and all of a sudden life started to change. So please, question your old beliefs and start forming new beliefs that anything and everything is possible, because miracles happen constantly. So I hope that will help you out.
And we hope that this episode has inspired or helped you in some way, and are looking forward to bringing you even more nuggets of knowledge each and every week to not only help you improve your life, but also the lives of those around you. We would also like to take this time to give a huge shout out to the HypnoThoughts live crew, the presenters, and this amazing community for putting on such a wonderful conference and for sharing your wealth of wisdom with the world. For more information about this amazing conference, be sure to visit htlive.net. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Rise and Shine It's Hypno Time Podcast. If you found some value in this episode and enjoyed it, please consider liking, subscribing, and giving us a 5-star review. Most people may not know that interacting with our content and our channel helps us to continue the work we're doing and reach more people. And we just want to thank you again from the bottom of our hearts for being such a loyal listener. And don't forget to tune in next week and every Tuesday for the latest episode of the Rise and Shine It's Hypno Time Podcast with Deana and Suzanne. See you next week.